One man, only one man, set out on a long journey to find the true God.
The news of the Exodus had already spread throughout the entire region. Egypt had fallen. The Red Sea had been divided. And in the wilderness, miracles continued. Everyone who heard these things stood before the same choice. Would they simply hear and move on? Or would they go and see for themselves? And yet, surprisingly, only one man chose to seek an encounter with God. That man was Jethro. He was not satisfied with rumors. His honest eyes longed to see the truth. Jethro did not come because he lacked something. He did not come simply because he was Moses' father-in-law. He was already a priest of Midian. He already had religion, status, and a life built on certainty, and yet he moved. Why? Because the story of the Lord shook his heart. What if this is really true? That one question led him into the wilderness. His journey was not a casual visit. It was a pursuit of truth. But this choice was not a light one. If the Lord was truly God, then everything he had believed would have to be laid down. His status, his honor, his people, even his entire world. And still, he went. This was not curiosity. This was a decision to pursue the truth. Moses told him everything. The 10 plagues, the Red Sea, the pillar of cloud and fire, the manna and the quail, even the water from the rock. Jethro listened to it all, and in a single moment, he understood. He did not hesitate. Immediately, he rejoiced. Immediately, he confessed, "Now I know." This moment reveals a striking contrast. Israel saw everything and still complained. But Jethro only heard and believed. Why? Because he was the one who came seeking. Because he was the one who moved toward the truth. This scene makes it clear. Where is salvation found? It is not found in any other God. Salvation belongs to God alone, and he reveals himself to those who seek him. Only those who seek him truly find him. Jesus said, "Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you." This path does not open automatically. This path is entered only by those who seek. Jethro's choice did not end with him. His descendants were preserved, protected, and sustained through generations. Why? Because God remembers those who seek him. Today, we stand in the same place. Will we only listen, or will we go and seek? Will we remain in empty religion, or will we go to meet God? Faith is not automatic. Faith is a choice to seek, a choice to move, and a choice to let go. Jethro made that choice, and because of it, he met God. And the story does not end there. Jethro did not only encounter God, he brought wisdom that transformed a nation. He showed Moses how to carry what had been too heavy alone. He made a way for the burden to become light. Why was this possible? Because he saw the truth. He understood God, and he understood people. And so, wisdom was given to him. Will you choose the truth? You will meet God, and you will gain wisdom. May you pass through the narrow gate and walk into the wide place of blessing. Amen.
Exodus 18:1-27. Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel his people, how the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. Now Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, had taken Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her home, along with her 2 sons. The name of the one was Gershom, for he said, "I have been a sojourner in a foreign land." And the name of the other, Eleazar. For he said, "The God of my father was my help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh." Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife to Moses in the wilderness, where he was encamped at the mountain of God. And when he sent word to Moses, "I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons with her," Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and bowed down and kissed him. And they asked each other of their welfare and went into the tent. Then Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done to Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had come upon them in the way, and how the Lord had delivered them. And Jethro rejoiced for all the good that the Lord had done to Israel, in that he had delivered them out of the hand of the Egyptians. Jethro said, "Blessed be the Lord, who has delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, and has delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, because in this affair they dealt arrogantly with the people." And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, brought a burnt offering and sacrifices to God. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God. The next day Moses sat to judge the people, and the people stood around Moses from morning till evening. When Moses' father-in-law saw all that he was doing for the people, he said, "What is this that you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone, and all the people stand around you from morning till evening?" And Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me to inquire of God. When they have a dispute, they come to me, and I decide between one person and another, and I make them know the statutes of God and his laws." Moses' father-in-law said to him, "What you are doing is not good. You and the people with you will certainly wear yourselves out, for the thing is too heavy for you. You are not able to do it alone. Now obey my voice. I will give you advice, and God be with you. You shall represent the people before God and bring their cases to God, and you shall warn them about the statutes and the laws, and make them know the way in which they must walk and what they must do. Moreover, look for able men from all the people, men who fear God, who are trustworthy and hate a bribe, and place such men over the people as chiefs of thousands, of hundreds, of 50s, and of 10s, and let them judge the people at all times. Every great matter they shall bring to you, but any small matter they shall decide themselves. So it will be easier for you, and they will bear the burden with you. If you do this, God will direct you. You will be able to endure, and all this people also will go to their place in peace." So Moses listened to the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. Moses chose able men out of all Israel and made them heads over the people, chiefs of thousands, of hundreds, of 50s, and of 10s. And they judged the people at all times. Any hard case they brought to Moses, but any small matter they decided themselves. Then Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went away to his own country.